Prime Minister Netanyahu today cancelled a meeting with German Foreign Minister Mr. Gabriel because of his intentions to meet with an Israeli NGO that is critical of Israel's treatment of Palestinians. Do you think it was a wise decision by Gabriel in the first place to meet up with this NGO?
I would say this. If the purpose of the visit is to get to know Israel, and I do think that it is Mr. Gabriel's first visit as Foreign Affairs Minister to Israel, he should have arranged to meet a larger variety of the political spectrum in Israel. Now, it's not just an NGO that is unsupportive of the government, which is perfectly fine. We have opposition, we have very hard debates of Israeli policies in Israel. But we are talking about two NGOs specifically. One of them is called Breaking the Silence, and the other one is B'Tselem, who are clearly working against the state of Israel, not against Netanyahu or against the right wing, but against the state of Israel. How so? Breaking the Silence is an organization that is one of the arrowheads of the industry of lies towards Israel. What it does is taking a small portion of the picture, showing it to the world as if it was the whole picture. Out of thousands and thousands of interactions between IDF soldiers and Arab community in Judea and Samaria or the West Bank that happen daily, on a daily basis, day-to-day basis, and that are perfectly fine and nothing wrong with that. They take the one incident that was not okay and they show it to the world as if this is what is happening in Israel. This is what the Israeli policy is. This is how corrupt the occupation is, etc., etc., etc. Now, it's clearly a lie. It is not what is happening. It is a small portion. Sometimes the evidence, actually most of the time, the evidence that they provide are anonymous. Anonymous, which means we cannot even check it out. Is it true? Can we? Because if such an incident occurred, we should take care of it. We should punish those who committed it. But they don't give us the chance. But still, it's not illegal to meet them. It's not illegal to be in that organization. The thing is, if you want to really have a look at the Israeli society, why would you only meet those organizations? What the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Israel provided is a list of more organizations to have the whole picture. You can meet them, it's okay. But please, would you meet other organizations trying to balance the picture? This is what they requested, and I'm sorry to say that it was refused. I don't think the problem is the Minister Gabriel or Prime Minister Netanyahu, but the lower officials, the lower rank officials that could not find a diplomatic solution as they should have.
German-Israeli relations have been quite strained for a couple of months or even years now. What do you think that the recent events might mean for them? Do you think that they will further complicate relations between the two countries?
I believe that no, not. The relationship between Israel and Germany are not only strong, not only special, but unique. Unique in the sense that I don't know of any other state in the world that describes Israel's existence and Israel's safety as one of their raison d'être, reasons of existence, as Chancellor Merkel had said.
And you believe her?
Yes, I do believe her. Yes. When I see the efforts that Germany has taken to ensure Israel's security, I do believe her. And even if we have disagreements about policies...
But it's not only her, it's the German government in general, which also means Foreign Minister Gabriel, for example.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
But when I'm talking about Germany's policies, the major person to establish those policies is the chancellor.
Sure.
And that's what I mean when I say German and Israel relationships. And even if there will be another chancellor, I do believe that the strong relationships will be as strong as they are now. We have another ally, the United States of America. You know, some people claimed that the relationships between Prime Minister Netanyahu and the former President Obama were not milk and honey, right? It was claimed before. Still, the relationships between the two countries remain strong, powerful, and unbreakable. It's not a matter of personalities or persons. It's a matter of administrations and principles. We share many things together. We share values. We share points of view. But we also share one more thing. We share enemies. Any enemy that German might have, and I'm talking about terror that German has started to face and hopefully won't face in the future. But if I would have to be honest, I don't think it's going to disappear. Will be our enemy.
Do you think German and European politicians are really aware of this? Do you think that Europe's assessment...
More and more. I would say more and more.
Do you think that the assessment of European politicians has been kind of assessment of the situation that Israel is in, and about the war on terror, for example, has been unfair at times in the past?
Clearly, when you're not facing the same challenges, it's more difficult to understand. And the challenges that Israelis have been facing from day one, since day one, are very harsh. We're talking about existential threats sometimes. And Germany has no existential threats. No one can threaten the existence of Germany. But there is a state, and a powerful one, not a small, tiny one, that repeatedly, openly calls for the destruction of the state of Israel. And that state is Iran, which may be, in the years to come, a nuclear power. Now, this is something that I think not only Israel should prevent, but the world should prevent, not in the sake of Israel, but in the sake of the world. Because we're talking about a Shiite regime that is standing against everything that we believe in. Freedoms for LGBTs, freedom for women, freedom of speech. They stand against everything that we believe in. And to have them as a nuclear power would be bad news, very bad news, not only for Israel, but for the world.
Let's talk about